it's Kat. Welcome back. I moved out of my family's house back in January of 2019. I've been living on my own for about 6 or 7 months now. And since then, I have really learned things that are worth paying for, but also things that are not worth spending my money on at all. So, moral of the story, I now put a lot more thought into every single purchase I make and everything that I spend my money on. And I'm going to share with you 8 of those different things that I realized are not worth my money, not worth my time, and yeah, hopefully it'll probably be the same for you. So I hope that y'all find this helpful. If you are new here, I would love for you to consider subscribing. I make videos about life after college and different tips and tricks and things that I've learned in the past year and a half to kind of help you feel like you have your life together and be proud of the life you're living and enjoy it. So if you're in the same boat as me, kind of just trying to figure life out after college, then you should totally subscribe and come back for more videos. And you can also follow me on Instagram. I actually just changed my name from, or my handle from @CatMayTV to @It'sCatherineMay. So you should go follow me. I never snap. Guess I snap now. Let's get into the video. So the first thing that I stopped buying is the less expensive version of things that are just not going to last. So for example, I used to be obsessed with buying those like Kiss press-on nails. You get like 200 of them for $5. But it would take like a couple days for my nails to start peeling off, and I'd constantly be having to glue them back on. And you know, I'd be at work in a meeting trying to hide a finger because one of the nails fell off right before I walked in and it looks bad. So I quickly realized that it just wasn't worth it. So since I do love getting my nails done, I realized that it's way more worth it to spend a little bit of extra money, but the nails look a lot nicer and they're going to last like 4 times as long as the like cheap ones. So there are, I think, cases where it's worth it to spend a little bit more to get the quality of the item that you're buying versus, you know, save money, but just it ends up being a huge headache and totally not worth it. And I do plan on doing a video with 10 different things that I think it's worth it to purchase the more expensive version versus save on it. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you subscribe so that you're notified when that video comes out. Buying, you know, a lot of your groceries and a lot of household products, I will no longer buy the brand name. Like in a Walmart has their Great Value brand, Costco has Kirkland, Big Y, I think it's just Big Y, and then Stop and Shop has their own like store brand. And in pretty much every single case, if you were to buy the name brand product versus the store brand product, it's going to be a decent amount less for the store brand product. But it's the same exact thing that you're buying. So you're literally just paying for a brand name and different packaging. And now that I live on my own and I'm paying my own bills, I refuse to do that. So when it comes to going out to eat, I will never order anything other than water anymore, other than like coffee or wine, you know, if I'm going out with friends or it's the morning time, obviously. But in terms of like what I'm just drinking for dinner or lunch or breakfast or whatever, I will never order like sodas or lemonades or fruit punches or milkshakes, any of those sugary drinks. I don't remember the last time I ordered any of those, to be honest. I just find that 1, it's healthier, and 2, it saves you money. So it's kind of like a win-win. Next is late payment fees and interest. If you have a good budget in mind, in place, I should say, and you always pay all of your bills in full and on time, then you will never end up having to pay more than you actually owe. Of course, with things like a mortgage or college loans or, you know, a car loan, something like that, interest is inevitable. But if you have a payment plan in place and you always pay your bill in full and on time, you're never going to end up with like late fees or anything like that. And like I said, if you pay in full, you're not going to have to worry about interest. For example, my car insurance, if I were to pay that month by month, I'd end up paying more than if I just pay a bigger amount but twice a year. So what I do, instead of paying the insurance company every month, I pay it myself every month into a savings account that's specifically for upcoming bills. And then, you know, twice a year when that bill is due, I just take it out of that account, pay it off, and it's good to go. And I do have a video where I talk a lot more about labeled savings accounts and organization of that and why it's so beneficial in this video right here. So I'll have that linked in the description. And then same goes for credit cards. I will never put anything on my credit card that I cannot pay off with my checking. The only reason I have a credit card is to grow my credit score and have a good credit score, but I always pay that in full on time every single month, so I never end up paying more than I owe, and I never end up having any late fees or anything like that, as well as, you know, my credit score is growing because I'm making my payments in full and on time. So next is excessive room decor. Honestly, I used to be the person that would see something cute at TJ Maxx and be like, oh my God, that's so adorable, and then just buy it and throw it on a shelf, and then that was that. And I had a shelf full of random decor pieces that didn't even look good together. I just think that spaces look a lot nicer if they don't have a ton of stuff all over them. I wouldn't say by any means I'm a minimalist, but I do like to keep my surfaces and that sort of a stuff semi-clear. But I recently actually came up with like a whole shopping method for whether I'm shopping in a store I go to a lot, if it's a store that I barely ever go to and it's kind of like far away from where I live, or online shopping. And I talk a lot about that method in this video. So next is unhealthy snacks. And there are 3 main reasons why I won't buy these things anymore. And these are like, you know, different for everybody, but I used to love having like Oreos and, you know, ice cream and cakes and all that kind of stuff, chips that my mom would always stock the pantry with. But since living on my own, I will not buy any of that unless it's a special occasion, but my week-to-week grocery list has none of that on it. I do like to substitute things, like I get the fruit ice pops, I like getting like lightly salted popcorn so that I do have snacks around the house. But by not buying any of that super sugary, super processed, super salty foods, 1, it's going to save you money. 2, it's going to save you space in your pantry or fridge or freezer or whatever. And 3, I'm way more, well, I'm definitely not going to eat unhealthy if it's not there because I don't even have the option to eat those foods. So next I would say has 2 parts. So for products like paper towels, dish soap, you know, tissues, I don't know, toothpaste, things that aren't going to go bad, even some food items, I will not buy them not in bulk anymore. And I know that this may contradict what I said about like not bringing too many things into your home so you're not filling it with a bunch of stuff. But when it comes to buying in bulk, you're going to save money and you're going to save time if you can find, you know, just one closet or even a cabinet in your kitchen or I don't know, under your bed, wherever you can store extra things. And let me know if you want a video all about things that I think are a good idea to buy in bulk. But then definitely to go along with that, even though I do have multiple backups of say toothpaste, I still will not switch it out until the toothpaste tube that I'm currently using is totally gone because I don't want to waste any of the product. But it's nice to know that when it is all gone, I don't have to go to the store to buy more. I can just walk down the hall, get a new tube, and I'm good to go. And then to go along with kind of like not wasting products, another not wasteful thing that I have come to have a new appreciation for not buying these, or I guess where I live, you don't have to pay for plastic bags yet. I'm from Connecticut if you were curious, but I do still try my hardest to not use any plastic bags. I have reusable bags. I'm getting better at not forgetting them because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I do forget them sometimes. And if I do forget them and I realize when I'm at checkout that the things that I bought I can hold in my hands, I will. Sometimes I walk out with like a bunch of boxes and trying to like hold them all together. And if that's just not possible and I need some sort of bags to help me, I will take the plastic bags, but I will just stuff them to the top, like full capacity. And I do try and reuse the plastic bags that I have, so I'm not just like taking them from the grocery store and immediately throwing them out. But I'm trying my hardest, I promise. This is something that now living on my own, I realize how quickly they add up. And then it's like, wow, I have so many plastic bags and I don't know what to do with them. And even though technically, you know, in Connecticut, we don't have to pay for them, I'm pretty sure that's coming. And even if you don't have to pay for them ever, it's just wasteful. If you watch until this part, comment which of these 8 things that I talked about are something that maybe you currently buy, but you want to stop buying. Or if you don't buy any of the things on this list, let me know something that you are trying to stop buying or buy less of. And if you want any more like advice on life after college videos, you can click the playlist above me. That playlist over there has a ton of like week in my life vlog style videos, weekend in my life, you know, working a 9-to-5 job type vlog style videos. Don't forget to subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram at @IsCatherineMay. And I love y'all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.